We are live. Hello, coaches. How are you?
All right.
You all look,
Hello.
you all look amazing today. We're going to take this time to welcome everyone to Coffee Conversations, where we meet on Sundays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today, we have a treat for you. We have five impactful and paid coaches on live, and we're doing five giveaways for our viewers. Coach Amber, go ahead and introduce us as coaches and tell them a little bit about what we do.
All right. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for blessing us with your time and attention. This evening, we know Super Bowl is happening, but you've shown up for yourself versus, the Eagles and the Chiefs. So I'm proud of y'all. Thank you. We appreciate it very much. I am Coach Amber Phoenix, and I'm joined by these four other incredible coaches. And together, we're just going to drop some gems. We're going to share some practical tools, some strategies to equip you for success. Okay. And plus, like Coach Tierra said, we have an exciting free raffle. So who doesn't like free things? Free raffle happening for everyone who is engaged and stays and views this entire live, which will be less than an hour of your time. So make sure you stay on so you can claim that life-changing prize. Stay with us, participate, ask questions. We love that energy coming back to us, and listen for your name at the end. All right, let's get this party started.
Thank you for that. So, the first coach I see on my screen is Coach Gail. Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do.
Thank you, Tiara. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for the invitation. It's just an honor to be here and be in the room with you all, with my cohorts, comrades here in the coaching industry. I am Coach Gail Benson. I am your favorite certified cognitive behavior coach, and I help women rewrite their story through renewing and reframing their mind and renewing their perspective. I help you write your story even if you think you don't have one. And the cognitive behavior piece, the certification for CBT, allows me to equip you with the tools that you need to flip the script, get a new prescription on how you view life, see life, and you deal with the elements of life, whether it's people, family, friends, personal or professional. We'll get you the tools you need so that you can embrace your next best chapters.
Thank you so much for that. And go ahead and introduce us to your topic and get us into what you're best at.
Oh, honey, I don't know if y'all got time for everything I'm best at, but we're going to stay into the cognitive behavior space. My topic this evening is the control panel. We all have control panels. As soon as we have a power surge, the light flickers or the energy is off and it's not surging through our homes and in the dwelling properly, we run to that control panel and we start flipping the switches, whether we want to cut energy off or we're trying to induce energy to go into a certain place. And we function and we depend on that control panel to run our entire homes. And we ourselves have our own control panels, and we have the authority to either turn our energy and our focus to where we need it to go. So we are the driver of our energy. We are our control panel. So we should function in that control panel. So before you get to the panel, there's two other spheres around your panel. It's your influence and fear. That's yellow. That's caution. You have to be very cautious about what you allow to influence you and your decisions and your beliefs. And then the bigger outer sphere, which is more of a big like an abyss, if you will, a big black sphere of BS. And you say, well, BS, are you really saying that on this live? Yes, BS is your belief system. And most of that black sphere is your belief system. And how much of your life are you functioning in? Is it fiction or nonfiction? Are you functioning in that BS space based on just the truths that you told yourself that are not necessarily the truth? So are you living a fiction or nonfiction life? And once you have that real conversation with yourself and realize that some of the things you've been telling yourself are not necessarily actually true, and you have the power and the authority to change that. So let's take a trip to the control panel. We need to adjust the focus. We need to adjust your energy, and we need to change that fiction prescription that you've been living through. And we need to flip your energy over so that your story is nonfiction and it's powerful and it's a foundation for you to provide hope and light for other people who are waiting for you to recognize, embrace, and tell your story. So you go to your control panel. We make the decisions to change a decision. Which way are you going to flip your control panel? Are you going to put a new fuse in, or are you take the old fuse out? Because the old fuse is burned out now. And now that you know it's burned out, you can't leave that there. That's a fire. That's a fire hazard. That's a safety hazard for your home as well as for yourself. It is not healthy to continue to work with burnt out fuses. So you want to take those fuses out of your control panel, which is the awareness of our mind and the awareness of some of why we make decisions. And cognitive behavior sounds real fancy. It sounds really difficult. And cognitive is to be aware. Be aware of the conversations that you have with yourself. The conversation you have with yourself is the most important conversation you will have throughout the day. So be mindful of how you talk to yourself, how you see yourself. When we feel a struggle or a pull, we feel people constantly say, hey, Amber, it's just a mind, you got to change your mindset. You just got to make this decision and make that shift. And that, sometimes people think that's encouraging, but the other piece of that is, where are the tools to do that? I want you to make a mindset, change your mindset, shift your mindset, get rid of all that negativity, but then you're not given the tools to do so. So you're getting advice and not the capability to follow the advice, implement it, execute it, and start changing your life. So I'll encourage you all to visit your control panel and focus on where you're going to shift that energy. Take those bad fuses out and put in new ones where you realize that you have the power and the authority to rewrite your story. The things we saw growing up, the things that we saw in our neighborhoods, the things that people may have said to us as we grew up in life, those were experiences, but those were not necessarily all your truths. So the truth for you now is you're at your control panel and you control which switch you're going to flip and which breakers are burnt out. Which ones are you going to change out? What new ways are you going to see the world and experience the world and people? Go to your control panel and flip the script and flip the switches. And please, no fire hazards. We want all those old bad breakers out and new ones in. So I wish you all good luck with doing that. The beginning is anywhere you start.
Thank you so much for that, Coach Gail. And you really set us up for the conversation today. Today at church, my pastor definitely was talking about shifting your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely in alignment with what I'm learning in my personal life and as a coach. So thank you for that. And I really love the control panel example because we're all familiar with that, right? Any other feedback?
I'd like to say that was phenomenal, Coach Gail.
Thank you.
I love to be able to put that in perspective. I'm never going to see the control panel again, ever again. I'll never see it the same. So thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. The next coach I see on my screen is Coach Brian.
All right. Well, happy Sunday, everybody. It's nice to be here. Thank you. And so I'm Brian Fields. I am a first and foremost substance use counselor. I'm also a life skills educator and self-empowerment specialist. I specialize in motivational enhancement. So I work with people from all kinds of backgrounds and help them set their goals and reach those goals.
All right. Thank you so much for that. And you can go ahead, Coach Brian, and move right into your topic, which is self-empowerment. Tell us more about that and what you're best at and how you empower your clients, yourself. Go ahead and share that with us.
I appreciate it. So, self empowerment is essentially the process of taking control of your own life by developing your self confidence. But it's not just self confidence, it's self awareness and your ability to make choices, uh, internal choices that direct you toward your personal goals. So, self empowerment is our ability to really develop self efficacy and also just be able to develop our own skills later on. Self empowerment isn't the process of me hyping another person up, but helping someone be able to take that tool set with them wherever they go and to hype themselves up. So some key aspects of self empowerment are, of course, self awareness, understanding what your values really are. A lot of us have values. We say we have values, but truly understanding what our values are is a little deeper of a process. Understanding what our beliefs are. Again, that goes along with values. Truly taking time to sit back and understand what those beliefs are and how they motivate us, how we are motivated by those values and beliefs. Uh, Self empowerment is also about developing self confidence and resilience. So, being able to withstand some of the challenges that we inevitably face. Uh, Self empowerment gives us greater resilience and certainly helps us build trust within ourselves that we can overcome, uh, that we can move forward in what we're trying to do. So we can trust ourselves to do that. Self empowerment is also about developing responsibility for our own actions. We don't need to blame other people when we are self empowered because we know that we are the architects of our own master plan, our own design. We also know that we're responsible for what happens in our lives. Things will happen around us, but how we respond is on us. So, self empowerment is about taking that responsibility, setting goals into action, being able to break down those goals into basics and then being able to carry those basic functions out to reach those goals is another aspect of self-empowerment. And of course, continuous growth. As I mentioned earlier, self-empowerment is about being able to take this kit of tools with you and develop further without the need of someone else kind of pushing you. So self-empowerment is really being able to, as the old saying would go, learn how to fish as opposed to just being given fish.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, More than that, self-empowerment, I would say, is about self-discipline. It's about being able to, well, trust yourself, but also being able to know when to stop, understanding that there are limits and there are expectations around us that we also have to uphold. So you mix that all together, and we get self-empowerment. It goes right along with self-confidence and being able to think properly. So in a nutshell, that's it.
Thank you for that. I mean, that was definitely impactful, Coach Bryant. I mean, I can recall some of a lot of the things that you said, but the main word that stood out to me is resilience. I feel like I am a resilient woman. I was able to overcome a lot. And so when you hear that word, it's just about someone who's been through situations in life that can cause them emotional stress and chaos. But being able to turn those situations around makes you a resilient person. The word growth stood out to me. The mirror effect, just taking a look at yourself in the mirror and understanding who you are, right? Having that self-confidence, being able to be disciplined. And one of the things that I heard you say as well is, learning how to fish versus being told how to fish. And so I just want to thank you for that. Like, I definitely reason with self empowerment and just understanding your own mind and learning how to think when you are in those frustrating moments. So thank you. Does anyone else have any feedback?
I like when he mentioned, Coach Brian, when you talk about response. That's a really big deal when we're looking at people transforming their lives, because we do only control how we respond to people or circumstances. So that's a key component to making the change and living in the healthy habits that we're trying to equip our clients to make. And their response plays a huge part on how they maneuver through the program. So thank you for that.
Yes, I definitely love that too, and the way that you put it in perspective, because our clients have to be able to receive and
Mhm.
respond well to actually get the coaching, right? And so if you come in saying no, your experience may be bad, but if you come in saying, yes, I need the help, I need a
Mhm.
shoulder to lean on, I want to grow, it's a totally different transformative experience. So I'm going to go ahead and call on Coach Amber. Go ahead and introduce yourself, and then you can just move right into your topic for today.
Okay, thank you. Everyone, I don't usually sound like this. I have lost my voice. I am a coach, so I talk a lot. But I am Coach Nix with VARY, Very Clear Solutions. I'm trying to push through this, so hopefully you can understand what I'm saying. But I am a spiritual life coach, and I essentially help individuals break cycles, similar to what Brian talked about and Tiara also spoke about is in Coach Gail, they people all the time tell you what you need to do to fix something, but they don't necessarily help you get.
Mhm.
And so in the spiritual realm, with Christianity or anything, they'll say read your Bible, pray. And when you are either knee deep in your sin, not seeing clearly, you're stuck in guilt and shame from the things that you've done, someone just telling you to pray, read your Bible doesn't necessarily grow your relationship with Christ. And so what I do is I help individuals get clarity on that. Why are they in this cycle year after year? Why does it keep perpetuating itself? You're praying, you're hoping, but you're not getting to the root, right? You are down and you're like, Lord, please, not this year. Help me do better this year. And it's like, you don't even know that your 40-year-old self is dealing with what the 9-year-old self went through.
Mhm.
And so if you don't get that clarity, become aware of what's happened in your life, how it affected you, and aware of the schemes of the enemy who wants you to stay stuck in that and wants you to stay in darkness, then you can't be alert. You can't be on guard. You can't be armored up. You don't have the tools and the knowledge. And so I do mostly speak to believers. I welcome anyone who is not a believer. I want you to listen. I want you to, if anything tugs on you, I want you to reach out. Don't be embarrassed to reach out and like, I just don't know. Good. Because the half of us don't know. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Half of us don't know, but we're trying. And so if you are waking up and you find yourself in 2025 saying, I don't want to go through what I went through in 2024, I'm telling you, the cycle will continue if you don't get clarity. It will happen. It doesn't matter if that's not what you want. It doesn't matter if you think you've solved it. If you haven't gone to Coach Coley Cole is actually a professional. We're certified coaches. She has her licensing, right? So if it was to that extreme, you go to a licensed therapist. But let's
Mhm.
need someone. You say, look, I'm a single mom. I am tired. I have these voids in me. And I'm tired of this happening every year. Or I'm tired of looking up and I see the same thing happening. I need someone who's gone through this. I need someone who was just too ashamed to open her mouth, but she loves God. She loves God, but she just doesn't know him and trust him enough. And I need someone to help me with that. I'm the coach. I'm the coach for you if that's how you feel. Um, because essentially we're all sinners and we all fall short. But if in your spirit you want to bring glory to God in your spirit, you feel a tug. You're like, man, I felt so good before. And why do I feel so crappy now? How do I get back there? Reach out to me. Reach out to me. I won't sound like this. I will empower you. I'm now titled myself. I am the Chief Empowerment Officer, CEO of Very Clear Solutions. And I won't treat you like the next person. We all vary, hence VARY. So my journey is not the same as yours, but we serve one God. And his clarity is universal. And so reach out if you need that. Coach Tiara, I want to thank you. I want to take this time to thank you so much for keeping me on these lives. This is the third one. And I've had people reach out. You know, when people find out I've been on my sobriety journey for over a year, they reach out. And I thank God, I just give him glory that my ugliest seasons, you're using them to change lives. You're using my ugliest seasons to change lives. And I thank you for pulling me out of the dark place. And I'm reaching back like Harriet Tubman, I say, I'm reaching back and I'm pulling the rest of my people with me. We're out of dark places, we are rising. I say we gotta rise or die. We used to people saying, I'm gonna ride or die. I'm saying you better rise out of that. You better rise out of that dark place. You better rise out of dead places and dead places. You got to come out of that. You don't have time to stay there. We got one life to live. You wake up tomorrow, make a decision today, tonight, that you're going to rise or die in it. It's your life and it's your choice.
Thank you so much for that, Coach Amber.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that was amazing. I just want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for your gratitude for even joining on these calls and being a third-time person. And so if you are familiar, there are numerical numbers in the Bible that sticks with me. The number 3 in the Bible is the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It's the Trinity. So that's what 3 means in the Bible. So I'm thankful for you that you are on this call and you got to tap into so much. So Coach Gail actually has a RISE program where we have to figure out, you know, it is time for us to rise above anything that is holding us back. Yeah. And so I just want to thank you for that. Any other feedback?
Actually, I have one thing because Coach Gail, I didn't even know you had a RISE program. And it's amazing because Coach Tiara just said about, you know, the Trinity. And my program is See by the Power of 3. And it's aligning with your creator, with Christ and the Comforter. And so you align with that. You going up. So we going up. We're going up together.
Nowhere but up. That's right. And, you know, as long as we keep God, you know, as our main focus and we lean into him for his guidance. Yeah. You know, when we increase and we elevate, our clients benefit from that. And, you know, I'm just so proud to hear how everyone is having that impact and giving that hope and the tools to their communities.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thank you so much. And then do we have any other feedback?
Very inspirational. I really appreciate everything you said there.
Thank you, Coach.
Yes, very inspirational, and it in your program lines right up with your journey. So I think it's really good, and really someone is really going to benefit from it.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. And so we do have Coach Monique on the call. She said coffee conversations are a blessing. And you know what? I just want to shout her back out because I am a real person. Mo. Hey, Coach Mo, we all love you. I am a real person. The second live that I did was actually with Coach Mo, and she brought so much organization and structure. I knew that she was a seasoned coach, and she was like, well, you know, you got to get you a template and start promoting this before you get on the live. And, you know, she created the template and it was beautiful, phenomenal. And then she was like, you know what, you might want to title it Coffee Conversations. And so I just want to say thank you for that because you actually gave me an outlook on something that I wasn't able to see. And you were definitely in coaching mode, but it told me that You are a coach who wants to help. You see collaboration and not competition. And so I just want to thank you for that. I want to shout you back out as well. And thank you for actually joining the lives. And you will be back. Let's connect and let's make it impactful. Okay, Coach Mo? Thank you so much. All right. And then we have Coach April, who's on the call. She joined us in the past as well. Hi, Coach April. Thank you for joining. I know that you had a passing in your family, so we just want to send condolences to you. And we want to say that our hearts are with you. And if you shall want anything, I'm not a person that want to say need, but if you shall want anything, we are here for you. So thank you so much, Coach April. All right. So we're going to go ahead and transition into Coach Coley Cole. Go ahead and introduce yourself, and then it looks like your topic is going to be Desk to Destiny, monetizing your creative ideas.
Hello, everyone. My name is Coach Coley Cole, Nicole Williams, Coach Coley Cole Live. And I am by trade, I'm a licensed professional counselor and a licensed substance abuse therapist and a speaker, a NAMCA speaker, a coach, a transformational coach, and an author. So actually 2 of my books just hit Amazon yesterday. One's been on there since 2011, but my It's Okay to Say Have Your Say journal, which I've been selling all year, but now I just finally put on Amazon. And then my Renew You book, which is what I use as part of my coaching program, and it's a workbook that I'll be using at an upcoming seminar I have to speak at in Costa Rica. So excited about that. Along with I started Coach Coley because I have Coley Cole Live, which is my name on Facebook and everywhere else, LinkedIn, everywhere. It's Coley Cole Live. But under Coley Cole Live is Coach Coley Cole, and then Tales of a Traveler, because I travel a lot. So I give a lot of travel tips and mental health tips while I'm traveling. And I always do Tuesday Thoughts every Tuesday with Coley Cole Live. So that's something that people know me for. My shirt I have on today, which is one of my sayings, nothing great happens in a comfort zone. And it says Coach Coley Live. They're all on my website selling all that stuff. But I say all that to say that I don't believe in just telling people things one time while I'm on. I believe in getting to them as many ways as I can, whether that's through a shirt, whether that's through a book, whether that's through a pamphlet, whatever. I do a lot of events. I just did a women's event, vision board event the other day. And every year people look forward to those things. I am doing, my program is called Desk to Destiny because I have had a history of helping people, especially women, to create businesses. And they just had come to me with an idea, and they just started talking to me about it all the time. And I've been a business owner for 28 years. So they always ask me, like, how do you do it? What do you do? And how do you travel? And can you do all this and still be a therapist? And absolutely, you can. I have testimonies of 5 women that are on my site that talk about how I helped them and how they now have businesses, and 2 have left their jobs, and that's what they do full time. So because of that, because of that, I decided to use that as my coaching program. And the Renew You book is, Renew is the acronym. And Renew stands for Redefine, Educate, Nurture, Evaluate, and Put into Work. So that takes you from your desk to your destiny, right? We could be passionate about a whole lot of stuff. But passion don't pay bills. Passion does not get you where you need to be. So we want to make sure that whatever you're passionate about can make some money for you, but can also be a blessing to somebody else, because we know our gifts make room for us, right? So we want to make sure that we're using the gifts that we've been given so that other people can be blessed and so that we can be blessed too. The Desk to Destiny is definitely for people, and I serve women mainly, but I've had some guys. I had a guy start his business too. And it's basically saying everything you need to be whatever you need to be, you already have. Everything is deep down inside of you. I can understand how Coach Gail was saying because I use CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, and my therapy. What Coach B was saying, same thing. The whole teaching you how to fish, that is my favorite line. I'm gonna teach you how to fish so you don't have to ask me so you can eat. You can eat on your own. I'm all about teaching people how to fish. So, and then as Coach Amber was saying, the whole her title is always, I love it. Her title is great for me, and I think it is in line with exactly what she does. And I think all of the coaches on here, it looks like we're all in sync with what we do, like connecting with each other. Like Tiara said, I am one that is big on sharing, big on getting people to the next level, and I want to see everybody rise. I also know how to stay in my lane. If I don't do certain things, then I'm not going to coach you. And I will let you know that when you get on. That's not my swim lane, but I know somebody where you can go to.
Right.
I'm big on that. As a therapist, I never go outside of the scope of what I can do. So if you ever get coaching sessions with me, you're guaranteed to get what they say the realist is. The real is all I got. I can't make up nothing. I can't figure out something I don't know. I can only work with what the God gave me. And so I'm here to help you renew your mind. I'm here to help you to get from your desk to your destiny with that creative idea that you think is so small. Trust me, you can do something with it. Somebody out there is waiting for you to put your idea out there. So I'm here to help you do that. So that's what I do. Coach Coley Cole.
Thank you so much, Coach Coley Cole. And I'm feeling the renew. I'm feeling the desk to destiny, and the fact that you have living proof that you were able to transition these people from a job that may have been stressing them out, that may not have been valuing them as a highly functioning employee, that may not have been keeping them in a joyful space. And so we want to thank you for that. Definitely drop the links to your books, to your websites, everyone on the call. In the comment sections, drop your stuff so that people are able to reach you, if that makes sense. And so I just want to jump right in and just say that I am Coach Tiara. I am a productivity coach. I do want to see everyone around me rise. I like to build leaders, professionals, executives, entrepreneurs. I like to build them and take them to their destiny. And the one thing that I learned with building myself is that doing it alone can be very tough. So getting some collaboration, some partners, some people who want to see you win, right? Because every partner or collaborator may not want to see you win. So you definitely have to get with people that want to see you win and vice versa. And you all make those things happen. That's been really, really big for me lately. And I agree with you, Coach Coley Cole. Passion don't pay the bills. And so we have to be realistic and understand that our gifts can be paid for. Our gifts are skills that are divine and true to us. And we have some people that we can help, that we can pull up, like Coach Amber said, like Coach Harriet, like Harriet Tubman did. She went back and reached and got her people. And so that's what we're all doing. Instead of being crabs in the barrel, right? We being fishers. We want to teach you how to get paid for what you're good at. And so I'm so thankful for that. And I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into my topic because time does not waste. And I want to talk about being productive versus being busy. And I know that a lot of people confuse the two. So if you are a busy person, you don't have time for anything, right? And so it's very difficult to be productive, and you can have productive procrastination, right? A lot of us are puzzled by the term procrastination, but procrastination does not have to be negative. It can be productive. And what that looks like, I know you all can't see behind me, but what that looks like is holding yourself accountable for what you do day to day. And one of the things that I do with my coaching clients is I do small increments of goal setting, right? You have a lot of people that want to throw out SMART goals, right? And when they want to break down what SMART goals is, and okay, are you a coach? And I just kind of feel like SMART goals are so generic. We have to find new ways to connect with our clients and get them to the goals that they want in a productive way. So I go in small increments. First of all, I love my clients to have whiteboards, right? Most of the time we see whiteboards in schools, we see them in the libraries, we see them at our workspace. Why not have them in our house? You understand what I'm saying? And so I like my clients to have whiteboards because that already tells me that they are goal getters. They are forward thinkers. And we just take those whiteboards and we break them down to make sure they're not empty, right? We want you to be productive. So we don't want them to just be hanging. We want them to be filled, right? Kind of like the activity, fill your cup. So I tell them, look, take 3 things that you have done today. Whatever your habits was, just write 3 down. I don't need you to write down a whole book because that's not even productive. Take 3 things that you did for today and write them down. And we're just going to study your habit over the next 7 days to see what works, what doesn't work, what did you feel good about, what did you not feel about. And that is one productive activity. And so even though my clients are busy and I'm busy myself, it don't take but a second to write down 3 things. And so that's just one of the things that I wanted to bring to the table because that's even hard for some people. So imagine writing down 3 things versus trying to write down a whole SMART goal sheet. So we're not going to do that to people. We don't want to overwhelm anyone as coaches. We are trying to get you to your destiny, especially me. And so we can't have anything that hold us back. So that was just my topic for today. Productivity versus being busy. And we are all busy, but are we actually being productive in our busy? And so that's just that we can actually do our giveaway. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I don't know. The spirit is touching me to change it up a little bit. So once we go off this live, we are going to do our changes backstage today. Is that okay with every coach? Yeah, we're going to do our swaps backstage. And so whoever is entered into the raffle will be contacted by us because we are professional coaches and we are going to let you know what you won and how we can move forward with you. Amen.
Amen.
Did we have anyone that wanted to say anything before we go off live?
I really like what you were talking about being productive versus busy because I was busy this whole week and I don't feel like I got much done. So it resonates with me. Certainly, there's a lot that I'm trying to get done and really just hearing that tells me to take a step back and ask myself, what exactly am I doing as opposed to just running and being in circles and so on. So that, I like that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for sharing. So we're actually going to go ahead and end the live and go backstage. Let's clap it up for us. We got through the Super Bowl. Look, I have my golden football right here that said game on. Let's go. See you all. Thanks for joining our live, and we will be reaching out to you all soon. We are 5 impactful and paid coaches.